I'm Niels De Bruin. I'm 18 years old and I'm one of the Dutch players of Team Infused. I'm the team captain of the Infused TrackMania squad, and today I'm here in Hoofddorp at the Club 3D office to review some video cards. Well, I've been in Infused for over 2 years now, so I'm really in touch with the managers, and they asked me to go to the Club 3D office to review some cards. Well, today I'm going to review one card. It is the NVIDIA GTX 680. It is a really new card. I don't know if it's already out yet. I didn't think so, but that's how new it is. And I've got pretty high expectations of it. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you the card in the computer itself. We will get a close-up later of that. I'm going to show you some games. I've got a benchmark prepared, and I will play TrackMania myself so you can check the frames per second and the performance of the card. So that's basically what we're going to do today. I hope you enjoy it and have fun. So, well, this is the card. It's the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 680. As you can see, it is a really long card, but, well, it is long, but it is not that long. It fits in most PC cases, so, well, you shouldn't worry about that. Yeah, and as you can see, it's a nice looking card. It's pretty slick, and, yeah, it doesn't have too much colors or, you know, bright things, etc. It's just plain black with some green letters and Club 3D on it, and just, yeah, it is what it says. It's a nice card, and yeah, I really like the looks of it. Well, so the first test we are going to do is 3D Mark 11. It's the basic edition, and yeah, we will see what it brings out. I think it's loading. Yeah, it is. It's cool. Well, so we see, now we get an average about 50, 51. Now it's dropping to 40. But that's very good. That's very good. Especially with these graphics, as you can see, it looks really stunning. I don't know exactly what the other scores are, but I thought you get to see a comparison table where you can compare your card with other cards. So, well, that's cool. And well, of course, it's not just the graphics card that's in this for this performance, but it's also the CPU. And I thought it was this was an AMD 8-core CPU, 3.0 GHz. This one seems a bit heavier for the card. It has dropped down to 30 frames per second. Dropped down to 26. The physics test. This is for CPU performance. Like I said, it doesn't really influence the test, the performance for the graphics card. It's just the CPU that is tested now. And it seems that it is done. It's over, I guess. Well, let us see what it brings us. We get a 3D Mark 11 score of 66.74. Let me see. Graphics test 1 has an average of 45.3 frames per second. Graphics test 2 has an average of 45.4. Graphics test 3 has an average of 58.9, which is really high. Graphics test 4 has an average of 29. Yeah, that was the difficult one, the harder one. The physics test, well, that was for the CPU, but that had an average of 11.24 frames per second. And the combined test had an average of 15.53 FPS, and that was also with the CPU. So all in all, I can say, well, that we got pretty high scores. First, now I'm going to show you some TrackMania playing and the frame rate we get there on the highest resolutions, etc. Okay, the next game that I'm going to benchmark is the game that I play the most, TrackMania Nations Forever. It's a free game, you can download it for free at, I thought it was trackmania.com, well, but if you just Google it you will find it yourself. Yeah, it's a really fun game in my opinion, and you get really fast addicted to it. So I'm going to do a little benchmark. I'm going to do a little benchmark first, and then I'm going to drive a little. So, as you can see, well, you probably won't see, but I will tell you. I've got anti-aliasing on 8 samples, shadows complex, shader quality PC3 high, that's the highest. Texture quality on the highest, max filtering also on the highest. Well, to make it all short, I've set everything to the highest as possible. Yeah, okay, so you see a button here, bench. I'm gonna push that. Yeah, now we'll start the game. Oh, I've got to log in first. I've got that. Doesn't really matter, but okay. It's going to bench now. It's just a short bench. It's on a short track. I do nothing. It's just the computer that does all the work. If you don't know this game yet, I would really recommend playing because it's very nice game, and you can play it on you can play it on computers with lower graphics. But if you've got high graphics, you can also get these graphics which look really awesome. Okay, well it's almost done already. Just the last turn, and now boom. Let me see. Well. It says your graphics card support the current system at 75 frames per second. Well, that's really high. Like I said, you can see over 60 frames per second. It's really good. Even with 8 samples of anti-aliasing. That's really impressive, to be honest. Okay, now I'm going to play some, just to show you how it looks like when you play this game with this graphics card. I've got to log in again. Okay, well, let's play a solo track like on, well, it doesn't really matter, just get this one. It's around 100 frames here, 110, 90, still 90. Yeah, it's around constantly 90 frames per second. Now it turns up to 110, 70, 80. Well, it's really constant. I don't have to show more, I guess. My skills aren't too good here, so. Yeah, so that was the next game, TrackMania Nations Forever. Nations Forever, as you can see, it's really playable on the highest settings with this graphics card. I'm really impressed, to be honest, because if you put the settings on the highest, you still get really playable frame rates. So that's really good. Okay, so we're going to do a last benchmark. We're going to run the Heaven DirectX 11 benchmark. This is a really famous benchmark. People use it a lot for to benchmark their video card. So I'm going to do that as well. It's just I put them to the standard settings. So DirectX 11, tessellation disabled, shader is high, anistrophy at 4, anti-aliasing is off, full screen here, and resolution is just a 1920 by 1080, just the system resolution. Okay, so here we go. So the benchmark is done. Okay, we have our score here. Well, this is really impressive, I forgot to say that. Our frame rate, average frame rate of 95.3, so almost 100 frames per second. The score is 2401, so that's really good. Our minimum FPS is 18.5, so that's pretty low, but that's minimum, so it goes in spikes, so well, you shouldn't really look at that. And our max FPS is 171, and that's also of course a spike, but it's really impressive, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, I've tested this graphics card. I tested it with two benchmarks, Unreal Heaven and with the 3D Mark 11. And I played a game with it, TrackMania Nations Forever. And with all three benchmarks, I got to say, this thing is really a beast. It's really powerful, and I don't know exactly how much it costs, but if you're looking for a new graphics card, this is the one to buy. I'm really astonished by this card. I expected a nice card with with high frame rates and good benchmarks, but yeah, this is really good. If you're going to buy one of these, I think you have enough for, well, at least for a year. And you can even set this up in an SLE, where we would have a real monster then. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. Yeah, I got nothing more to say about it, to be honest. It's just a really good card. It looks really good. Yeah, one more thing. Well, that's about it, to be honest. It's a good card, and I would recommend it everyone to buy it. If you're looking for a new card, of course, and you don't know what card you're looking for, I would really recommend this one. So I hope you enjoy it, and see you next time.